Hello and welcome back. If you're a beginner, I hope you will really get inspired by this video. And if you're a seasoned one, I hope you'll just find something easy and quick to add to your repertoire of slow stitching projects. I wanted to do something for our beginners that would fall into the fall criteria here. So I tried to pick some colors that would go with that. And I'm using a background fabric that is a woven fabric, and I wanted that because I wanted to be able to fray the edges. If you can see that on this one here, I've got the edges all frayed around about 1/4 of an inch, and I like that look. And then if I decide to put this on something, it already has like a decorative edge. I'm not putting any stitching in the background at this point because I don't know exactly what I will do with this in the end. If I do it as a wall hanging, then I'll put it on another piece of backing fabric and sew it in. If I put it on a pillow or something decorative like that, I'll have to wait and see what I want to do with it. But anyway, that's why I chose a woven fabric and in some fall colors for our theme. So this is the fabric. Okay, now I said that we're going to make this windmill out of 2 triangles and 1 circle. And we're going to do that, and I'm going to show you how to lay that out. Now, the triangles that I'm using are 4-inch triangles, and they're on a 5 1/4 by about 9-inch piece of fabric. So somewhere, if you do a 4-inch triangle, this pattern will work with any size triangle as long as they're the same size. And but that's the dimensions of my background fabric, and I'm working with 4-inch triangles. Now my triangles were originally cut for a quilt, so they have a 4 1/4 actually because of leaving that 1/4 inch seam allowance, and they come out flat on the end. I'll show you instead of a point, because that leaves a 1/4 inch seam allowance so that when you sew, of course, for a quilt, then it will come out to a point. But I'm using these in my project and they work just fine. And these are my 2 triangles that I'm going to create this from, and 1 circle. Okay, so let's get our other piece of fabric here. Now I fringe after I get finished stitching. So this was our base of our windmill, and as you can see, I have actually 4 triangles up here. So there's 5 triangles in this display, yet we're going to make it out of 2. Very simply done. Take the other triangle that you want to be the windmill flaps. Take that triangle and fold it small size up, get it straight like that. Then cut along this edge, turn it, cut along this edge. Then what you will have left is this triangle, and you cut that. That will give you 4 matching triangles. These 2, this one and the one behind it, will be a little bigger than the 2 sides. And that's perfectly fine because it works out nicely when you want to do your layout. I put my 2 bigger ones to the side. Gives me nice heavy weight and balance. Then my 2 smaller ones to the top. And that gives me a nice windmill that we have made out of 2 triangles and a circle. Where did I put my circle? I'm always losing my circles. Okay, there it is. Okay, 2 triangles. You can make it any size by enlarging or decreasing the size of your triangles. Just make sure that the 2 triangles that you use are the same size. As you can see, these are the same size triangles. Okay, so whatever triangle you use, make sure it's the same size. That's all you need to do. And a circle, whatever you want to put in there. I think that your color choices are infinite, whatever that you have around that you want to do. This is a great scrappy project because you can see it doesn't take a lot of fabric on any one element. And with that little pack right there, your fabric, your 2 triangles and your circle, you can create this with some thread and a needle. Okay, so here's your little simple collage layout for a fall windmill. Hope you enjoyed that, and let's all stay scrap happy. Okay, let's look at a second design we could make with the same principle. We're going to use 2 triangles, same triangles as we used on the other one. This is on a burlap background, and this is how we get this center. We take the triangle, we fold it up, okay, we cut along this edge, clear this triangle, cut along this edge and clear this triangle. Then we just open up the center, and this is the shape that we get. We get this shape, and we get 2 other smaller triangles out of that larger triangle. Then these, we do the same thing. We fold that up, okay. We cut, clear that one, cut and clear that one, and then when we just have the center one, we cut it in half. Now this part is a little bigger than these out here. So the bigger ones I placed here, put my center down there, and use the smaller ones to complete the windmill. And then I cut a circle out of another black and white fabric. So that one's cute also, and it is also made out of 2 triangles. So we have a 2, 4, 6 triangle object that we cut out of 2 triangles. Okay, all right, I sure hope you'll try this.